Hi guys, thanks for checking out the channel, and I just want to get straight into it. So, all my life I have got very annoyed, very frustrated when people make this stereotype about people who play video games. They're lazy, they've got no friends, and they're these dorks and these loners, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately, let me just say. I've been assessing everything, my relationship with food, my relationship with people, you know, and I've made a lot of changes. Obviously, I went to Tokyo lately, and I'm trying to travel more and do more. I went with one of my very, very good friends, you know, and I'm trying to make more time for my friends, something I am very bad at in life. I kind of get caught up in my own thing, you know, and as I was doing this reflection, I realized that part of the reason I've spent my life hating people making that assumption about gamers is because I am the stereotype. And that was a very, very hard thing for me to accept. And this is only recently, I'm talking in the last week, that I've kind of come across this thought process. Before I go any further, I do not mean to say in any way that if you play a video game, you are the stereotype. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm just telling you how it's affected me and how I feel I'm the epitome of the stereotype that people refer to. I've recently made some changes, like I've said. Lost a lot of weight, between 2 to 3 stone, you know, so I'm doing well, I'm doing very good, I'm very happy. But part of that was me just sitting around being lazy, and I told myself, because I was getting up and I was going to work, that I was, you know, being productive, but I wasn't. I'd come home and I'll play video games for hours, as I'll probably still do going forwards. You know, I'm not saying that I'm going to change overnight. I'm not saying I necessarily want to change in many ways. I enjoy video games for the most part, but I've got a very addictive personality. I'm very all or nothing. If I open a bag of crisps, I'm eating them all. I'm not someone who can have a little bit of anything. If I put a game in my console, I'm playing it for hours. If I go out for the day, I want to be out for the day. That's just me. Everyone's different. But when that comes to video games, I've realized that it takes a hold of me. It makes me somebody else. I devote all my time, all my energy into it, and that's what I'm guilty of. So I do sit around and be very lazy and lethargic playing these games. I'm great at pushing people away. I'm the first person to say that this person doesn't make time for me, and this person distances themselves, and this person pulls away. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here on a console, staring at a screen for hours, not connecting with them. I've been guilty of sitting around, doing nothing, being a loner, staying indoors, not traveling, not doing anything, and it's only recently that I'm realizing how much that has impacted my life. I haven't really traveled. I haven't really done much. I've got a room full of materialistic things. You know, I've got a very nice television. I've got several different consoles, but it hasn't done anything for my life. I accept who I am. Don't get me wrong, that's me. I'm always gonna probably play video games. I'm always gonna read comic books. I'm always gonna like my superhero films. So I'm not saying that I need to change myself completely, but I need to make some renovations. I need to make some upgrades. And I'm just very happy that I'm going for a stage where I can reflect and change things before they get worse. Things like my weight. You know, I'm a small guy. I'm like 5'5". Alright, I'm not 5'5". I'm like a tiny bit under 5'5". But I tell everyone I'm 5'5", and you know, for the weight I was carrying, it just wasn't good. Didn't look good. I wasn't aesthetically pleasing to the opposite sex, or to the same sex. You know, whoever wants to find me attractive, it's up to you, man, and I will take that compliment. You know, this isn't me trying to disrespect or demean anyone that does enjoy video games or their hobbies or whatever they do for recreation. This is just me, I suppose, announcing how far I've come in terms of reflecting on myself. Never let anything own you. Never let anyone or anything rule you. You know what I'm saying? Play the game. Don't let the game play you. Gaming has been something that has always been there for me, as sad as it sounds. But it's also something I've relied on way too much. I'm just realizing there's a little bit more to life. A little bit, you know. I'm still gonna be playing Smash Brothers later. I think these are the kind of videos I want to make going forwards, because I really enjoy making them because they're so personal to me. you're always going to be able to relate to me as a bit of a geek, bit of a nerd. Like I said, I like my games, I like my video games, I like my comics, I like my mangas, I like all of that stuff, and that stuff's never going to change. But I want to talk about my life around that stuff without just talking about that stuff itself, you know? But anyway, guys, thanks for hearing what I've got to say. And as usual, stay winning, stay kidding, and let me introduce you to the motto. I'm a big kid today, and I will be a big kid tomorrow. Psh.